Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Glass City Podcast here at the CMB Production Studios. And again, it's Sunday with our live guest. Today we got a super awesome live guest. We have Danny Morrin, the band C-Fifth.
Correct.
Okay. And he is going to be talking about his career and the things he does. And we're going to find out a little bit about him. And how you doing today, Danny?
I'm doing well. I'm awesome.
You're awesome?
I'm good, man.
All right. Now, some of you might recognize the old fart sitting behind me with the bald head. That happens to be Charlie Morrin, Danny's dad, proudful dad.
Yes.
Let's put it that way. Very proud dad. And he also plays drums for a band called Fifth Ace. Yeah. And then he plays drums for his son in C-Fifth. Now, speaking of C-Fifth, is that a derivative from the fact your dad played in Fifth Ace, or did it just happen to work out that way?
C-Fifth's been around way before he was ever in Fifth Ace. It's just a coincidence that he's in two music projects with Fifth in it. I think, it has no relation to that whatsoever. C-Fifth, actually, Circle of Fifths, Fifth C note, you know what I mean? Kind of the program that I used to make beats on. The fifth C note is the exact center of the keyboard.
Right.
So that's where I got my name from. But, yeah, just coincidence, that they...
Awesome. Yeah. So it just happened to work out that your dad got into a band that was called Fifth Ace.
Yeah.
And I like that. That's really good.
Omen. Yeah.
It's an omen.
Yep.
Now, my understanding is when you first started doing your music, he had no clue. Your dad had no clue.
No.
We were talking about it one night, and... he said he was talking to one of your brothers and asked what you were doing, and he said you were doing a show, and Charlie was like, what?
Yeah.
Kind of go into that. Why didn't you bring him in, say, from the beginning? Or
Well, he had a strict no cussing rule in the house. And I cussed in my music, and honestly, that was it. Like, I was afraid to cuss in front of him. And
so it was more of a respect fear.
Yeah. It wasn't that I wasn't necessarily hiding it from him, because
around here,
the first time I ever heard him play the drums to my music, I knew instantly, like, well, I'm never doing it again without that. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like hiding it from him. It was just that I was 15, and you know what I mean? I'm like, I didn't want to cuss in front of my dad.
No, and that's a cool thing, because that's that respect.
Yeah.
That's showing respect.
Made me cry though.
When I think about it, it's like it is fucked up. Like, 'cause, but 15, not thinking, and you didn't miss nothing that first show. Believe me, like it was not very good.
All right. Gentlemen, we've actually got our first live guest on here. We got Larry. Hey, Larry, how's it going? Gentlemen, why don't you say hello to Larry?
What up, Larry?
And like I said, there'll be people popping in and out and stuff like that. And hopefully the audio's going out there. We're running a new program. Danny, unfortunately, is my guinea pig.
That's cool,
we just put the program in yesterday. And like I said, we're trying to always expand this, be able to do live music.
Cool.
And different things like that. So, Charlie, what are your thoughts on this? When you first realized that your son is also a musician and an artist, how did...
I was proud, I was very happy. I can still remember back when he was about 15, he said, Dad, let's write a song, So he sat down, he got his paper and his pen, and he's like, I got nothing, I just can't write no words. I can put a drum beat to just about anything, but as far as the talent of being able to write lyrics and create this music is all on him. But I couldn't be any more proud than be on stage with my son. My back went out yesterday, and my wife's like, "Are you gonna do it?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, I'm gonna do it. Just roll me to the car."
We had a show last night, and like I called him beforehand because it was like a short set, and it was a last minute kind of thing. Right. Like, hey, you want to do it? Or, you don't have to do it if you don't want to, and blah blah blah. I'll be there. So he's never let me down, man.
Keeper Fest, right?
Yeah, Keeper Fest last night. Was some good friends of mine, 6 Digit and MBK, another group here in Toledo.
I've actually heard of them. I've not seen them, but I have heard of them. Through different events. A friend of mine sponsors and stuff like that.
Hell yeah,
and that's awesome. What got you started?
Yeah,
Dad,
growing
right?
up.
I know
yeah.
what got him started. When he was, what, 13, 14, you went to the Lucas County Fair. We talked about it last night. And
Oh, yeah.
Him and his brother got to stand on stage with Hell's Kitchen was performing.
Oh, wow.
It was a live outside show, and there was a lot of people there. And I just seen Danny's face watching him. He's
And-
got the bug.
Yeah, like that specific time, that whole time frame, going to those shows, seeing like local dudes that were from Toledo packing venues and I mean doing autograph signings at Allied that are just guys that live down the street, and I mean like that definitely inspired a lot. Also, you know, growing up, my dad's been in a band or in some band my whole life. I think it was just fate, you know. I had
So for you, it was a natural transition
Yeah.
into the entertainment and the music and stuff like that.
Yeah, I like being on stage. That's my favorite part of definitely, like, more than writing and recording and putting an album together, is performing the music is definitely the most
The
fun.
actual entertainment part of it,
Yes.
being live with the
Right.
people that you're performing for.
Yes, yes.
And that's really cool. So what kind of things do you have coming up? I do know, I personally have listened to the videos that you've posted.
Cool, yeah.
I've not heard the full albums yet that you have together, which I'll have to get. I'll
No
get
worries,
with you.
yeah.
My favorite is My Hometown.
Yeah, that's yeah.
A little bit on that one. When listening to the lyrics, it caught my attention. And I'll be honest, it's not my genre of music I normally listen to,
Right.
but that caught my attention. That caught my ear.
Hell
And
yeah.
a little bit behind that one.
Yeah, that's actually an older song of mine that's been out for, I mean, not, well, it's going on 10 years old, damn near.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, but that was like my first song that I kind of really like promoted and took serious, and we shot the video for it. It's got a pretty good video, and that song it's probably my most popular song still to this date.
Okay.
It's called For My Hometown, not About My Hometown. A lot of people
Okay,
a lot of people think, oh, well, you don't even talk about Toledo, really, or it's not even anything about Toledo. And the song was never about Toledo; it was for Toledo.
Gotcha.
So that is a song that's about it's you know, driving and doing it for your hometown, and just basically your team, or you know, at that time I was real motivated by my friends and everybody around me, and that we were all doing it. We were younger, and you know, I was probably 23 or 4, and I still felt like I'm gonna be a famous rapper someday. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
So I didn't have the beat it down. I mean, I still love that song. It was the first song we played last night. It's always, I play that song on every set I do.
Okay.
I mean, it's definitely my biggest song. I mean, the video's got like 15,000 views on it.
Right, yeah.
Opposed to the other songs that only got a couple thousand here and there.
Well, I know I've added a few to it over the last
Hey,
few weeks.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah. No, and I get that too. People that don't listen to rap music, they like that song. And that's not even like a rockish rap song. You know what I mean? Where
Right.
It's like a straight rap song. But a lot of people that like rock music really vibe off that song. And, you know, I didn't plan it. It didn't plan on being a single or anything special. It just became popular.
And I think it's your content, your lyric content, the way you put it together, and of course you write your own music, correct?
Yes, sir.
It's and produce it all, and I think that feel comes through with that song.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
you're putting you into it,
Yeah.
where it's not just okay. I got to do something because my publisher says I have to have so many songs by this
Right,
time.
right.
This is something that
And that song definitely set the tone for my like style and my like I feel like that song is when I really found my style and my little lane,
right.
and I just took off running
The
from
the
there.
niche that felt good to you.
Yeah.
You know, you found
the
your
sound
place.
I was looking for.
Yeah. Excuse me. Like I said, we're live. Anything can happen. Now, I do have to ask this. Knowing that you're... yeah. We should get some comments on that. That'll be good. Knowing that your dad is more rock, classic rock, and stuff like that, what led you into this genre instead of maybe following with what he did? What inspired you to pick this?
I never had the patience to pick up an instrument. I never, and I always wanted to be the singer, the lead singer, the front man of the band. You know, I wanted
Okay.
to be the rock singer. I wanted to be the singer, and I sing decent, you know, like, but I don't feel like I don't have the voice to be the front man of a rock band.
Okay.
So I figured I could fucking still be the front man if I rapped, and I didn't have a band, so I started making my own beats, and it really was not being able to sing good enough to be a rock singer. So I started rapping because I didn't have to sing and I could still be the front man.
Okay. Now, when you say you didn't have the desire or the will to pick up an instrument, but creating your own music on a computer
Right.
is just as intensive. And I don't know if you've ever sat back and thought about that.
I haven't.
With what Charlie and I do, yeah, we physically have that instrument, but you have to track and create each instrument
Right,
individually,
yeah.
then mix them together.
Yeah.
And with your drum beats, I think you're depending which program you're using, you have to say, okay, the tom's going to go this long.
Oh, yeah.
The
yeah.
snare. That's playing music, dude.
Right, yeah. Well, he just hit it.
It's-
Literally last night we were sitting there talking because we're
It's-
talking about rehearsing for the full band for some concerts, and I was just telling him, I'm like, I'm the least musically experienced out of the whole band. I was like, well, no, none of them guys can do what you do
Exactly.
and I can't do what they do. So we're all that put it in perspective for me.
What did I hear?
Yeah.
about you putting it together with what?
With other people.
Oh, okay. You think about doing that?
Yeah, I just got to find a drummer and we'll be set.
Whoa. Whoa.
Just kidding.
That was almost harsh. But like I said, don't ever consider yourself not a musician. Just because you're using a digital format, because you're doing it,
Right.
it is still time consuming.
Yeah.
It
can't
is
do it.
still knowledge that you have to have. You've had to either teach yourself
Yeah.
or learn. It's no different than playing the physical instrument.
No,
It's really
Yeah,
not. And
yeah.
and Charlie, am I wrong?
No, you're not at all. Because I sat down and tried to
You
do
know?
what he does, and it was like 15,000 guitar sounds and 15,000 organ
Right.
sounds and all this and everything. And he downloaded the program on my laptop, and it was funny because I was like, I might as well have been in the middle of Lake Erie swimming.
Yeah.
It was way over
It's
my
like
head.
me sitting down at a drum set. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be the guy to sit there. I can hit the drums, and he can hit the buttons, but it ain't gonna come the same. It ain't gonna come out.
You're not going to get
Yeah.
the output that you're
Right.
looking for.
Right.
And that's what's really cool. So like I said, don't ever, from me personally and going out to everybody, don't ever consider yourself not a musician. You are a musician, you are an entertainer, you are a vocalist. And what's even better is that you write your own material
Hell
from
yeah.
start to finish.
Yeah.
That is impressive.
Right.
That is really impressive. And where, for you, do you draw on your own personal experiences for your music, or maybe do you draw on things that are going around you that maybe not happen directly to you?
Yeah, both. I'd say 75% of my music is like from my life, and then I'm that's something I'm trying to do more though, is to like kind of step out of my personal life and more topics that are more general and broad. But I mean, you can't help what you write. Whatever comes. So I definitely, yeah, it's mostly my life personally.
Now, with most writers, do you have what they call the late night writer syndrome, where you've just gotten to bed, you've done a show, you're tired, and then all of a sudden lyrics just, and you have to get up and write them down? Do you run into that?
Not
as
so
a
much in the middle of the night, but like at work or somewhere where I don't have. It's always where if I
It's
wish
inconvenient.
It would, yeah, I wish it would come in the middle of the night because I could get up and just go do it real quick. But it's always like driving. It's really driving. I can sit there with the silence, no radio, no music, no beats, no nothing, just silence. And that's when I really start thinking of lyrics, is driving and silence.
Well, you should invest in a little pocket recorder that you can set on your dash and
Yeah.
recite what you're thinking. And
Dude, yeah.
It's just a
No,
suggestion.
oh, seriously. I've thought about that before because I think of shit sometimes that was really good and then I forget
You
about
forget
it.
by the time you get to some place where you can write it down or think about
yeah.
it and jot it out.
And I can't write as fast as I can think, too. That's another thing. I'll be sitting there with my notebook open and
Losing the
I gotta,
ideas.
oh
as you
yeah,
write.
there it is. But I'm trying to write the first sentence, and the third sentence is gone, and I'm like, damn it! But it was up here. Then it'll come back though.
Well, that's good. For you, do you usually write your lyrics first and then produce music for it, or have you maybe written music and then added lyrics to
Yeah.
it?
Oh yeah.
You've done both.
Both. Because I started writing lyrics and rapping before I made my own beats, and I'd use other people's beats.
Okay.
And friends would make me beats. I'd find beats online. Producers like Hometown. I didn't make that beat. That was a guy named DJ Cones out of Toronto, Canada. That
Okay.
we were friends on the internet. He shot me some beats. I that one out of like 10. And so, but when I got to start making beats, like it was definitely harder for me to write lyrics to my own beats.
Okay.
Because I had done it so long, and I know the simpleness of my beats. Like when somebody that makes beats for a living, they send me a beat, it's like it's a lot more musical theory and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Because I'm self-taught. So when I would sometimes take my lyrics that I had to my songs from other people's beats and then put them to my beats just so I could be 100% original. You know what I mean? So a lot of my songs were not written to my beats. I just kind of find a beat of mine that'll work. But recently I've been definitely writing to my beats more because my beats have been progressing, and
you're doing it more. You're finding
the music first,
music,
to the lyrics
then...
put to that music. A lot of times I would find music that would kind of fit the lyrics. Now I can write lyrics to my beats.
That way you've got everything precisely the way you want. You
Yeah.
don't have to try to modify a line or modify a word even, because one word can change how a whole sentence goes. I've written music with bands in the past, and there are times that we've written the lyrics and then had to figure out music to go with it. And then there's other times we be just playing along and have the music, and then we sit down and say, oh, well, it's so much easier to write a lyric to a predetermined track.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And that's why I was curious of how you approached the whole thing. And
Definitely.
And you sound like, again, like a true musician. You're using both techniques.
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
I definitely get, like, a beat will inspire, like, a song concept. Like, I'll hear a beat, an instrumental, like, oh, this song should be about this. I don't know what the lyrics are going to be yet, but I know it should be about this.
So you find subject matter.
Yeah.
Then you go and create your lines and your lyrics to that subject matter.
Pretty much, most of the time, yeah.
Most of the time?
Yep.
So there are exceptions?
Yeah, oh, definitely.
One of yours might... one of your songs that would be an exception to where you wrote the lyrics and had an idea but then changed it because you wanted to go a different direction once you got halfway through.
The last song on my recent project, Teach Me How to Lie, I actually recorded that whole song with those verses and choruses to a beat that I made a long time ago, and wrote everything to that music. And then I don't know what it was about me just not liking that beat anymore. A friend of mine sent me a beat. I tried those lyrics to that beat, and it just clicked. It clicked. And it sounded completely different. I think he even said before that he liked the original version better. You know, remember which one I'm talking about? It was no, not the Mohican
Quarry.
No,
Clearwater.
No,
You changed that one.
No. It was the Teach Me How to Lie. It was the Thinking That Tonight I Might Do Something I'll Regret. I'll Live and Learn. I'm Young and Dumb. Most likely I'll forget. There was an original beat to that one.
Oh, okay.
And there's so many songs, but
right.
And that was just like one of those songs where like his beat just made the song kind of the vibe and feeling.
So it brought more what you were looking for.
Exactly.
It brought to you that feeling and that emotion that you wanted the whole song to
right, just something I
bring
couldn't
forth.
get, and he got it, and it worked for that specific song. So
okay, we were talking a bit earlier. You had mentioned about being that superstar, the rap star. Do you still hold on to that dream?
No, I don't think I ever really thought that would happen. Still to this day, like, it's a hobby, man. Like, this is a hobby. It's not, I don't make any money off the music. It costs me money to put out albums. It costs me money to do shows. I don't think I've made some money off selling t-shirts and shit here and there, you know what I mean? But it's never paid a bill or nothing like that, you know what I mean? So it's always a hobby, and I like to keep it that way because there's no pressure. And that may, I may call it a hobby subconsciously just to like help deal with not being
justifying what you're doing.
But honestly, I've tried to stop rapping. I've tried to like just, okay, it's not happening. You're not going to be famous. Just focus on other things. And I can't stop. Like,
That's
fucking
good.
love it.
I'm glad.
And
I'm
it's
glad
fun.
to hear that. I'm glad that you want to at least continue with it and do shows. And open for other acts.
Dude,
and
whatever, man.
Headline maybe shows for yourself. And
I've done that. I've opened up for like Tech Nine and Machine Gun Kelly, who are pretty big rappers here in Toledo. I mean, I did a show at Headliners where there was like 3,000 people there. I was the only local act on stage.
Wow.
And I mean, there's been some big shows, and there's been shows where there's 10 people on stage. You know what I mean? And I get just as much fun out of the 10 people as I do the 3,000 people.
Awesome. We had some more people come in. Miss Mary G. Hi, Miss Mary.
What
Again,
up,
we're
Mary?
sitting with Danny and Charlie Morrin of C-Fifth. Scratch and Go Crazy, how are you doing? These are people that are regular followers of our show,
Cool.
and what they do is they'll let other people know.
Cool,
so,
man.
you know, and I really appreciate them popping in and saying hello.
Yeah.
And that's why I try to make sure we say hello to
Yeah,
them
yeah,
as we're
thanks.
doing the live
Oh,
feed.
Check out the music. Google search.
Yeah.
C-Fifth.
Now that's what it. Since we got things going on here, how can they find you? What would be the best way for them to find your music?
Open up Google and put in C-FIFTH. And my name, C-Fifth, the word fifth, not the number 5TH. And that's the best results. On Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Music, Google Music, YouTube, SoundCloud, anywhere you can purchase your music, it's available. Just Google search C-Fifth. I put an album out on August 1st called Gravity. It's 9 songs long. I produced every beat except for one. A friend of mine made that beat. 100% recorded, produced in Toledo, Ohio. I like to call it the Jeep Cherokee of rap music.
There you go.
It was 100% made in Toledo. From the recording, the lyrics written, the beats made, everything was made here.
Now, if we want to get little on the wild side, we could ask your dad: was he actually made in Toledo, or was he imported?
Yeah, East Side. Clark Street, baby.
Or don't you remember? And we'll just leave it at that. Look at him. Look at this old guy back here.
I was born in Riverside Hospital.
Hey, so was I.
Hey.
So that counts then. He was,
No comment.
no
Yeah,
comment.
he's straight up Toledo, no doubt about it.
Well, that's all that matters. But you know, like I said, you never know what I'm going to say.
I'm trying to remember, actually.
Well, was it this trip or that trip? You know.
What? Is that
Yeah.
Clearwater Quarry parking lot?
Stony Ridge, baby.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
But it's cool that we can get local entertainment like yourself and even your dad,
Yeah.
who's been playing like I was doing it for a very long time. When he started, it was saber-tooth tiger skins with mammoth.
Flintstone drums.
There you go. You know.
62-year-old rapper.
Yeah, and
You know, a lot of people say when you go through that change of life, you buy a Corvette or a boat. I joined a rap group.
Yeah.
I think personally, I'd rather do the music side than have the car or something like that. But that's just me, you know. And I'm glad to see how well you two work together. And
Yeah. We probably get along with music more than.
We don't even see, we don't even practice or nothing. We just like, got a show. All right, when is it? About 3 weeks away. Okay, bye.
We could practice this whole time, but we don't. I just call them an hour before the show. You good? What songs you want to do? I don't care. Send me the list. Okay.
Well, see, but that's what's cool about it.
Yeah.
You know, when you guys do a live show, then it's natural. You're
Yeah.
not thinking of it. It's not pre-rehearsed.
definitely
It is. It is what you would get if we did our very first practice together.
But
I played songs last night that I've never played before.
Yeah, but that's what makes it real.
Barely
and I
even
think
heard,
yeah.
let alone played to. Yeah.
So it's one of those things though. With what you do, are you able to change up on the fly? I know you've got once you set your beats,
Yeah.
and that's going. It's hard to change any of the lyrics. Say like with a live
Yeah.
live band, where if they decide to throw something wild, have you been able to do that? Change a line or a lyric to fit the situation you're in within the middle of the song, and keep it with your beats, or is that something you stay away from?
I try to stay away from it, but it does happen. You know what I mean? And one thing with the live drums too is the song sound, even just drums and not guitars and everything else, but it sounds like a whole new beat and a whole new song than when I'm plugging in my computer sounds. You know what I mean?
Right.
So there are times, you know, and he's only heard the computer sound versions. You know what I mean? So when he's playing it, it's all new to both of us, and there's, you know, it's definitely improvisation going on with the new drums, and it's not, you know, he's doing tom rolls and crashes in places that aren't there, but I love him to do that because it
intensifies and brings out more.
It makes
that
the whole
live
song new for the performance version of it. And
have you thought about doing recordings? You know, you've got your studio versions of your songs,
Right.
which are one way.
Yeah.
And then you do them kind of live a little different. Have you thought about trying to get those recorded and
Yeah.
put them on? That way people can get the feel of both sides of the
Definitely,
story. Studio work and live work is always different.
Oh, definitely would be something I would definitely like to do. We've never done it yet, but you know, I have so much experience just doing everything by myself that
Okay.
it's so weird for me. Like I don't even know. I probably the way we like I would love to get him on drums and stuff for the album versions. I just don't. I don't even really know how. How I would go about it. As opposed, we tried it one time at 6010 to like recreate a beat that I made, but I think once because we're planning on working with his band Fifth Ace for some stuff, and I think that's when we're gonna really figure out what we can do with the C-Fifth stuff in the live band.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, and Charlie will tell you.
That's a scoop, by the way.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody knows that.
Well, they do now.
Nobody
Yeah,
knew that
let the cat out of
and
the
it may
bag.
not work out. You know what I mean? That's still a
Well, here's the deal.
project.
I myself am very good at live sound. Your dad will tell you. I run live sound
Good
for them all the
sound,
time. So what I'm going to tell you is once you pull these live, the full band or full music formation, let me know. I'd be more than happy to help.
hell yeah.
I will put my time in
Sound.
support another local musician.
Hell yeah.
And that's the whole purpose of this podcast, like I've told everybody else. Like you, I'm not here to make money. This
No,
is
yeah.
not going to make me money.
No.
But I've beat on the doors. I've knocked down,
Yeah. And it's fun.
obstacles through my career, and I know how difficult it can be. A lot of places won't even talk to you unless they've heard of you.
Yeah.
This is my way of hoping to get that out there.
No, dude.
Get these clubs and these owners and stuff to find out who you are.
Yeah. No, dude, that's cool. I appreciate
And,
that.
and I would be more than happy to run sound and be the tech side of what you do
Hell yeah.
as far as with the live recordings and stuff. And that's
Hell
a
yeah.
project I would love.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'd be down to do a live sounding project, even if it's a couple songs or a full project. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that'd be something I'd be
And
interested
then
in
we
doing.
just got to find a place to do it.
Right, shit. No,
That's not a problem.
yeah, I got connections in studios and stuff like that
Yeah.
for sure, man. We could definitely make
So,
it happen.
what else do you have coming down the line here? As far as are you in the process, hopefully, of new music and
Yeah.
new beats and,
Yeah,
and new
every day,
ideas?
every day. Like I said, I just put an album out on August 1st, so I've kind of been promoting that and letting that ride out. I told myself for the rest of this year, I'll really promote that album. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I already got a couple songs written for the next project, whatever that may be. Or
Okay.
it's so weird nowadays. I don't know if I'm gonna do like another album, or I'm just gonna keep putting out singles of videos and stuff. Because the way that nowadays, a video can do so much better than a whole album can do. You know what I mean? And
Anymore, yeah, people
Yeah,
like that. They
nowadays.
like to be able to pick and choose
Yep.
what they want and what they want to keep on their.
I want to see a video.
You want to see a video?
You got a video to watch?
Yeah, somebody's got a video, I think.
Well, what we can do here.
Mark's my friend.
Yeah. That I am.
Yeah, you can see the videos on YouTube.
And
See him right now.
Play a video right here.
we're gonna try. This is a
See
whole.
what happens.
We've got a lot of new
Yeah,
technology that's
cameo.
being used in this particular studio, as
got
I
2-second
learned.
cameo in hometown.
Yeah.
And we'll go here.
2 seconds.
And
And there's me.
and
Don't blink.
okay. There we go. And which one would you like me to play? Because
Play whatever you
Since
want,
I'm
man.
calling it, I'm going to teach me how to lie
Okay.
teach me how to lie
first.
right
If you
here.
want to do that one.
Yeah,
do
sure.
more. I love this video.
All right. So what we'll do is we have to bring it across.
All right.
Racing, but that's okay with me. Long as you don't play with me. Stay the fuck away from me, cause I separate your face
There
from
we
G.
go.
They say behind
Ladies
blue
and
eyes,
gentlemen,
monster lies
this is
inside of
Danny
my
Morrin
mind. When my eyes are
C-Fifth
red from
and
blazing, changing
his
to that
song,
monster I
Teach Me
like.
How to Lie.
And there's nothing you can preach today to make me pray. I guess that's why I sing. Teach me how to lie. I can't help but to wonder why you wear that smile on your face when you know it kills me. Why I even try, tears you hold but you can't hide. So open up your eyes and see the real me. Teach me how to lie, I can't help but to wonder why you wear this. Racing, but that's okay with me. Long as you don't play with me. Stay
Sorry,
the
like
fuck
I said, I'm
away
still
from
learning
me.
my own
Cause
program
separate
here.
your face from T. They say behind blue eyes a monster lies inside of my mind. When my eyes are red from blazing, changing to that monster I like. And there's nothing you can preach today to make me pray. I guess that's why I sing. Teach me how to lie, I can't help but to wonder why you wear that smile on your face when you know it kills me. Why I even try? Tears you hold but you can't hide. So open up your eyes and see the real me. Teach me how to lie, I can't help but to wonder why you wear that smile on your face when you know it kills me. Why I even try? Tears you hold but you can't hide. So open up your eyes and see the real me. Feels like I'm lost in the crowd and all my friends don't understand me. So what trip is what I'm planning? I'm visioning something sandy. I got bored in Ohio, but the stress from my family has got me thinking about skipping. So I'm dreaming of Miami, but that's only gonna hurt me in the long run. But you never know if life will be a long one. Decisions and forgiveness, some choices may be wrong ones. But I'm just trying to make sure that my song's so I'll never surrender, never turn my music down, never edit my shit, oh no, I let my speakers pound. My worries and concerns are how it's gonna sound when I release my CD and proceed to burn my city down. And they say behind blue eyes a demon lies inside of my mind. Well, my eyes are red from blazing, changing to that demon I like. And there's nothing you can do today to make me change. I guess that's why I say, teach me how to lie. I can't help but to wonder why you wear that smile on your face when you know it kills me. Why I even try? Tears you hold but you can't hide. So open up your eyes and see the real me. Teach me how to lie. I can't help but to wonder why you wear that smile on your face when you know it kills me. Why I even try? Tears you hold but you can't hide. So open up your eyes and see the real me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. That was Danny Morrin C-Fifth with his original material. Miss Mary G, we are glad you are enjoying this. As you were typing it in, I was showing Danny, and that's the whole purpose of this. This is why we're doing what we're doing right now.
Cool.
Is to get you guys out there, a new fan base and different things like that. And oh, you're very welcome, Miss Mary G. And
thank you.
Danny is very pleased and very grateful that you're enjoying the music. Now I noticed there is we're looking at one thing and live out there, and they'll get this in a minute. There is a slight delay because I ran extra things, and I'll fix that in the future here.
No worries.
And that was Teach Me How to Lie.
Correct.
Okay, since we've played that one and we're talking about it, how did that one come about? Where was the inspiration for that?
That was the one song I was talking about a little bit earlier, where I had an original, like I made the beat for that song with those lyrics and everything, and my buddy sent me a beat. I just was messing around rapping those lyrics to the beat just to see if like I could use the beat.
Okay.
And those lyrics just happened to fit perfectly with the vibe of the beat and everything, and it wasn't planned, you know what I mean? It was weird. It was just kind of, I had some lyrics that fit to this beat, and the beat was like okay by itself, and the lyrics were okay by themselves, but when the beat and the lyrics came together, it was like, oh, this is good.
Yeah. So where did the lyrics come from? That would be my next one. How did those evolve?
That song it's called Teach Me How to Lie. It's about not being able to bullshit people. It's about like almost being naive in a way of how the world, like, it's like I wish I could bullshit people and not be so honest and upfront. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, it's like, teach me
So
how
it's
to
the
lie like
inability to lie in the song is basically saying, hey, I wish I knew how to get through maybe certain situations where they call
where you can
a
use it.
white lie.
Yeah.
Not
Pants look great on you, baby.
Yeah.
I
we're
know how to lie.
we're all married. We know that.
Yes. And the like that stuff, serious stuff, funny stuff, everything. Just that, you know, put up that front to get through a certain situation.
Yeah. And without either insulting them or yourself or
Right,
somebody
right,
else
right.
along the way.
And that's like a loose definition or concept, of the
But,
song.
but it's very valid, and it's very real, and I think that's what makes that song so spectacular. Is because you're not only looking at it maybe from your own perspective, but maybe others, those that are growing up and live in environments that they don't know how to love.
Right,
Everything
yeah.
is spoken the truth. But
Yeah.
when you get into the real world,
Yeah.
get out of your bubble,
Yeah.
things are completely different.
No, you gotta, situational ethics. You know what I mean? Every
Yep.
situation is different. You gotta handle it differently.
And it's another one I really like. I said, I'm not going to lie, the hometown, that one's still my favorite.
yeah, hell
I've
yeah.
listened to them all, and I've enjoyed them. In fact, the day your dad sent me the links and I was looking them up, he was talking to me, I was on the phone, and I had them up in the studio here. I was
Hell
like,
yeah. Cool, man.
I like this stuff. And
I wanna
then
see it.
you're going to see it. You're going to see my foot up your ass. Oh, we cussed. Oh, boy. And Miss Mary G said she loved it. She wants to hear more. So again, why don't you let them know
Yeah.
again where to find your music?
YouTube, you can find. I got videos on. You search C-Fifth, C-Fifth on YouTube. Google search it. On Spotify, you can stream it. You can buy the album on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play. I mean, everywhere they sell music, online or anywhere you listen to music online for free or pay for it. However you get it, just search C-Fifth and you can find it.
All right. Which one for you is your favorite? Is it one that you've already done? Is it one that's in the works? Have
It's
you got one
probably-
that really fits
Yeah.
or hits home more than anything else you've done? Not that they're not all personal
Right,
and
right.
important, but
Oh yeah, Gravity, the song Gravity, the title track from the album, is definitely grown to be my favorite song I've written. It used to be one of my older songs from way back that I just never could top it, and it was always my favorite. But this is like the first one I've written, and that I think is my new favorite overall. I think it really captures my style of beat making, songwriting, and rapping, or whatever. Overall, like, you want to hear what C-Fifth sounds like? Here's this one song, I think.
Good. Well, you want our guests to hear it? Would you like
I
them
would
to?
love for them to hear it.
I want to
you?
hear it.
All right. So let's go ahead and do that. And
Racing, but that's okay with me. Long as you don't play with me.
this
Stay
is
the fuck
Gravity.
But this is like the first one I've written. Interview.
Oh no, that's the wrong one.
Hey,
Yeah.
we're think live is in the my new live favorite overall. stream.
Well,
I think it really
yeah.
captures.
See, that's what I said.
my
Everybody's
style
out there. We're
of beat making,
No
songwriting, and
worries,
rapping,
man.
or
We'll
whatever.
back this up. I didn't pull it over
Overall,
yet,
like,
so we're good.
fuck away from me, cause I separate your
live now.
face from
Yeah,
T.
there we
They
go.
say behind blue.
Here we go.
I think everybody should be on their own shit. I think it took a little while for me to focus. I think I got it back.
Oh, no worries, man.
Working on all this. Thankfully, I didn't pull it up yet over here. And we can do this. Back it up. They're not seeing all of that, thank God.
No worries, man.
But now we can do that.
Cool. Yeah, this is Gravity. This is another music video. Same director. He's done all my videos. He's Steve Stafford, 74 Media.
Just above the atmosphere. I'ma come back.
And don't be
Down.
timid. Join in along with your lyrics. You're doing live with your video.
C-Fifth. Yo.
It's like I'm stuck inside this cavity, lost without a strategy. Thoughts ain't strained by gravity, so they float away and they laugh at me. And it's sad to see, no, actually, it's a little bit of weight off my chest. Cause every time that I try to fly, I fall and I get stressed. It's a pale blue dot that we living on. Survival of the fittest and I'm feeling strong. Only get one shot, one chance at the game of the life, so you better not get it wrong. I don't mean to be rude, don't get me wrong, but I don't give a shit what you're sipping on. And I don't give a shit about you or your crew, no bitch, we cannot get along. And they get mad cause they cannot see what I see. Understand that there's no one out there like me. I am happy, love my family, love my wifey. And I got my daughter bouncing right beside me. I think everybody should be on their own shit. I think it took a little while for me to focus. I think I got it back, I think that you will notice. I'm better than ever and I ain't never letting go of this. I hold it down. Yeah, I hold it down for my city, my friends, my family. That's what they ask me. I've been doing my thing, starting a family. Drove around the country working, earning, and whatnot. But all I really learned is you can steal blunts at truck stops. And I might lose hope, but I'm not weak. I might look broke, but I'm not cheap. I am not tired, but ain't got sleep. And we don't stay woke, but we are not sheep. And I can lead you to the slaughter. I can't make you drink, but I can lead you to the water. I try to break it down, explain this realness to my daughter. Life is good right now, but baby girl, it's gonna get harder. I'm a lover, not a fighter. They still try to shoot me though. Live nothing like a lame, and I don't give a fuck about no stupid hoes. I stay inside my city, and I live inside the studio. Sip Henny with my brother, I smoke blunts with Poopy Joe, and yeah, we hold it down. Yeah, I hold it down for my city, my friends, my family. I hold it down like gravity. I hold it down. Yeah, I hold it down for my city, my friends, my family. I hold it down like gravity.
That's good, though.
Yeah, dude. It just.
I think everybody should be on their own shit. I think it took a little while for me to focus. I think I got it back. I think that you will notice I'm better than ever, and I ain't never letting go of this. I hold it down. Yeah, I hold it down for my city, my friends, my family. I hold it down.
We put the video out, and then released the album this year. So, yeah, I love that song.
It is a good one. And like I said, all of them are great. All the ones I've listened to, and normally, like I said, it's not my genre. But I do like old school rap.
Yeah.
We're talking 80s.
Yeah.
90s. And in all reality, this seems to be, to me, that feel, but modern.
Yeah.
And I think that's what catches my attention, is because your lyrics are straightforward. You can tell they're written from the heart and from the gut, even, you know.
Yeah.
And you don't beat around the bush.
Yeah, no, dude.
Where a lot of the newer stuff that I hear, and being a DJ as well as a musician, I don't care for, because they're exploiting things that really shouldn't be.
And you can tell they're bullshitting, man.
Exactly.
I think one thing about me and my music is, like, you hear rap in general. You hear a lot of rappers. They talk about money and cars and things that normal everyday people don't have.
Correct.
And I try to talk about normal everyday shit with my own, with a little flavor and a little entertainment to it too. But I think, like, you know, if you hear a rapper talking about he's got 10 cars and all this money in the bank account and he's lying to you, it don't really mean anything. You know, it's like, whatever, you kind of expect that.
Right.
But I think the things I rap and sing about, like, if I'm lying about the shit that I rap about, it means something. Because I rap about my family, I rap about doing shit right, you know what I mean?
Right.
And if I'm lying about that shit in my song, I feel like I have more on the line. Like, I gotta be honest. I can't rap. Like, it's not like
you.
Yeah.
You.
Exactly.
What's cool about it is you have more respect for yourself with your music.
Yeah.
Than basically, you know, we won't name names, but the sellouts that are out there.
Dude. Oh yeah.
That don't even write their own lyrics.
Oh yeah.
A lot of them don't write their own music.
No.
And you're doing it from start to finish.
Yeah.
And you were mentioned your video guy. So how did that come about? How did you?
Oh, yeah.
Is this something that it was somebody you knew?
Yeah.
Was it somebody that you met through somebody you knew type deal?
Well, I mean, younger. We met through skateboarding as kids. When I was younger, I skateboarded.
You were a thrasher.
Yeah. And
awesome, dude.
He was the filmer. Like, he filmed all the skaters. Like, and he was like a photographer and a skater, but more of a photographer than a skater.
Okay.
And now he owns a media company called Seventh Floor Media. His name's Steve Staff, and he shot all my videos. We just Friday we're on location, scouting locations for a new video.
Okay.
How do you get a hold of him?
how do I get? You can literally just search for 7th Floor Media on Facebook, Google, wherever. I mean, he's booked. Like, he does wedding videos that cost thousands and thousands of dollars. Like, I could not afford this dude for my wedding. You know what I mean? Like, this dude is legit. And then he reached out to me and just basically said, like, hey, you know, we knew each other, but we weren't like homies. Like, we didn't kick it, but we knew of each other. And he's like, hey, I really like your music. I think you're different than everyone else. You're lacking the visual to go with the audio.
The visual appeal to go with the audio.
Yeah, and so ever since the Hometown video is the first video we ever did together, and ever since then we've been off and rolling, man, just banging out videos.
Now, another local?
Yep, right here in Toledo.
Right here in Toledo?
Oh yeah, yep. He's right over there, South End. Just, you know,
My old part of the town, South End.
Yeah. He's a local cat, man. That's another thing. The videos for this album were all made and shot in Toledo and made from Toledo. You know, I mean, 100%. Everything on this album was made in Toledo.
Well, we'll have to find a producer that's from Toledo that can print the discs here in Toledo.
I know. I gotta get some, that's what I was just
Because
thinking
most
about.
of that's done elsewhere.
yeah,
you know,
hard.
if we want to help you keep it 110% Toledo,
Gotta get some.
we got to find a studio that can mass produce your CDs for you. And is that something that you're looking at? Do you have CDs at your shows that people can purchase instead of doing the digital, all digital format?
Usually in the past, before the digital format took over, that's all I would have is hard
Right.
copies. I didn't even. I mean, it would be online to listen to for free, but you couldn't purchase it online.
Right.
This is my actually first project that I don't have hard copies for, and it's all digital release. But the label that I'm on, Fat Sound Records, we've just recently been talking about setting up something through the website where you can order hard copies as needed, and there's some online site that will print up one copy as you need it. You know what I mean?
Print as you go, or
still
produce as you go.
Right. I still do want a box of like 300 of them just so I can sell them and give them away to people. But this is the first project I didn't have hard copies.
Now, let me ask this: old school music is coming back, and Charlie may know what I'm talking about. Cassettes,
Yeah.
or actually, the last report I read, cassette sales have surpassed CD sales in the last 5 years.
Oh, I believe it.
Cassettes?
Cassettes
it's
are
a-
coming back. Audio files
A cool thing.
are going back to that.
What an 8-track.
But there's one bigger:
Vinyl.
records, vinyl.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
yeah.
about doing a project
Dude, I've
that you could do for vinyl? Because myself, being an
already
audiophile,
looked into getting Gravity, the album, on vinyl. It's expensive.
Yes,
And
yes.
you got to buy a good amount to make it worth it. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So it's just a matter of getting stuck with 500 vinyl records of my own project.
I don't.
Basically.
After
Oh, I sold 3 of them.
Miss Mary said she'll be buying them. Miss Mary said she'll be buying them.
Oh, that's cool. Thank you.
With vinyl, I'm gonna tell you now. Even if the individual isn't into that genre, if it's cut right and it gives them the feel,
Yeah.
I'm telling you right, they'll buy it.
Oh, yeah.
You won't get
I've had
stuck with
people ask me.
with vinyl. It doesn't happen. Really,
I think it
anymore.
would be cool to show up to a show nowadays
With a
and
old school-
only vinyl available. That's what I was telling
that
my one
would
buddy.
be cool.
Like, yeah, you can get this CD on cassette, vinyl, and that's it.
Yeah.
Nothing else. You want to listen to it? You got to really work for it.
But that would be a great way to think about it, though.
Yeah.
Bring back some of that old school feel. What did rap originally start with?
Scratching
Vinyl,
records,
scratching.
Yeah. Fat drums over record scratch.
Yeah, and like I said, you've taken it to that next level. You've taken the time to learn how to do what you to accomplish what you want.
Right.
Right over there to your right, we have an old reel-to-reel, an old cake
yeah.
reel-to-reel that I'm working on restoring, and it will be up and running by the time I'm ready to do the recording for our stuff. And our band is going to record reel-to-reel.
Hell yeah. That's cool.
We're not. I will use some digital,
Yeah.
but we want to go old school.
Hell yeah.
We're old guys like Charlie. Yeah. Yeah, keep looking around, buddy.
Boy, 15
I'm glad I adjusted the lighting so we didn't get a blinding,
Off the dome.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Makeup.
we don't have a makeup artist yet. Maybe in the future when we get the new studio.
Check it out.
But talking about the vinyl, it sounds to me like eventually maybe I'll have to look into getting the equipment to create and press vinyl. That would be cool.
Oh, hell yeah.
CMB Productions. It's a name that has been our company name for many, 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 many years, and we don't stick with just music. You know, it's entertainment. Productions can be anything.
Yeah.
My wife does vinyls.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna have one. She'll do a demo copy. We've got a board that they'll all go on,
Oh, yeah.
and I'll be putting in on my shows. So if people
Sweet.
want to order them, we'll get with you, and
Awesome.
you'll
Cool.
have to just how do I want to put this? Let us know that that's the style you
Cool,
want and
yeah.
stuff like that, and hopefully we'll get people generated out there, and they'll have the C-Fifth stickers.
Dude, yeah, cool. I'm
you
down.
know,
I'm down, man.
and different things like that. But CMB Productions, we're expanding into many areas. This podcast being one. Yes, we can hear the little one in the background. Like I said, it's
That's my
live.
son.
We love it. It's cool. Why don't you
My
bring him over here?
grandson,
Yeah,
man.
bring him over here. We're
This is C-Sixth.
see.
He's just a little dude.
Yeah, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I like about the show. It's live. It's family.
Yeah.
It's all family. We're all family. In fact, bring Christine.
This is my wife, everyone.
Yeah, bring her on in here. There we go.
We're missing the daughter. I got a daughter named Layla,
Awesome.
and this is August. He's a little dude.
Hi.
They've been the biggest inspiration I've ever had so far of writing music.
And that's our next
Generation.
Dude, yeah.
generation of musician, whether it be rap like you,
Whatever he
or
wants
maybe
to- yeah.
his grandpa's, followed.
We were just talking last night. We think it'd be cool to, whenever he gets old enough to do something, us three on stage, just that would be the whole
That'd be
band.
cool.
Just
That would be awesome. So when are you going to get involved with the music side of this?
Oh gosh.
Or are you,
Dear me.
or do you fill the role like my wife does, runs things from behind the scenes and stays low key?
She's my muse. She's the muse. She's the inspiration.
See, no, that counts. See, now for me, my wife Tracy does everything behind the scenes, with the business and all. Make sure my bookings, make sure I know my bookings,
Yeah.
make sure I'm at the right
Yeah.
place. She is the one that is my inspiration in keeping this company going, and I love it.
I definitely think if C-Fifth, like the brand or whatever you want to call it, got to a point where I needed that help, she would definitely be the first person I needed.
I would hope so.
Oh, and she would be she could definitely be the manager of things. You know what I mean? If it got to a point where we needed that help.
Right, and I hope you do.
Oh,
Personally, I hope you do. You may not achieve the superstardom that like the other artists
Yeah.
that may have inspired you, but you're already a star in your own right.
Dude, yeah.
In your own way, you, at least to me, I don't care about I don't care about what he thinks, but
Yeah.
to me, you're a star because
Who's that guy he's pointing at?
Some old guy. he's
some old
referencing.
guy that's in here. So, but again, you know what? Anything else you guys want to say? Did we cover everything,
yeah,
or
I
did,
think-
did we leave anything out, Charlie?
I want to see a video.
Another one?
Another one.
Play him Hometown one time for old time's
I'm
sake.
in that one.
Yeah.
He's in that one.
Yeah.
Let me.
You're on TV, like a star.
Yep.
I'm like gravity. I hold it down. Yeah, I hold it down.
Now you're catching on, Danny, of why I do what I do, and keeping it real. I can't tell you how many shows the wife's walked through the background,
Yeah.
and things like that, and
Hell yeah.
or the kids have popped in and said, "Hey, Dad," but it's cool.
Yeah.
I love it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to do this right from the get-go.
Cool. Hell yeah. Yeah, this is old. You can tell it's old because I'm bald and short hair.
You're
Most people get bald when they're older. I got bald when I was younger. And,
all right.
I don't know how that,
When you were young.
I don't know how that happened.
I'm not sure either, but.
Yeah, this is from my hometown.
And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and head out with this, and I do want to thank you all for stopping in. This has been Glass City Podcast with Danny Morrin and C-Fifth.
For my hometown.
Check you out.
For my hometown. For my hometown. For my hometown. When you got 808s for bases and you dealt with pocket aces, you know that means I be shaking all the places that I'm playing. And some say that I'm the greatest, some say that I just ain't shit, but I came up in the game with a glass in my back to make it famous. So you can hate if you want to, cause you gon' do what you gon' do. I just wanna present my story and the struggle that I've gone through. I'ma put it to a beat. What you gon' do? I just wanna present my story and the struggle that I've gone through. I'ma put it to a beat that makes you bob your head. So when I'm flowing on the mic and you know it's tight, don't knock my shit. Cause I'm feeling kinda Kanye, yeah, I'm cockier than ever. And I don't care if Beyonce hit the best video ever. I'ma do it 5 times better. C-Fifth, baby, sign the letters, face to feet when I kill the beats. And I can rhyme it about whatever. And you know I get it going like Merlin is mixing potions. Yeah, I'm C-Fifth and I'm focused, leave you seasick like the ocean. If you haven't already noticed, I blow it up like an explosion. Yeah, I'm ready, yeah, I'm chosen, so it's time to get it going for my hometown. Yeah, yeah, for my hometown. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hotel, you know me so well. I let them hate on me. Oh yeah, yeah. Hotel, you know me so well. I let them hate on me. Yeah. Yeah, are you ready for that big man on campus? I'm smoking cannabis with my hand on your bitch, putting all your plans on switch. So tell your man you miss, cause my advantage is how I can manage shit. So call me the manager, don't call me the damager. Professional rap killer, I slaughter the amateurs. Better show love, cause no gloves, I can handle ya. I can step back when crack your neck will snap just like a camera. And I'm the king, I'm the ruler, I'm a schooler. I'm a sharpshooter that's cooler than Ferris Bueller. And I hate to sound cocky, but nobody can stop me, and nobody can top me. So I'ma keep on rocking in the free world like Neil Young. I feel young, you live once. I think clear and go nuts. I drink beer and smoke blunts. So hold 'em out. If you didn't know, I guess you know now. I do it for my hometown. Yeah, yeah, for my hometown. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hotel, you know me so well. I let them hate on me, oh yeah. Yeah, hotel, you know me so well. I let them hate on me, yeah. I'm doing it the best, different than the rest. I can feel it in my heart, the melody inside my chest. You can hear it in my voice, spoken to my last breath. You can see it in my strut, walking to my last step. Got me shining like a sunny day with the top back. Clear conscience and mind, and you can never top that. Never in your life you heard the truth like this, cause no one flows knowledge in the booth like this. And when the beat comes back, yeah, you gotta give it up. Only get one try, so you better live it up. Me, I write songs about how I do not give a fuck, how I get so fucking drunk, living, kicking, smoking blunts. If you living how I'm living, then I know you can relate. But the way my city's living, we ain't got time to hate. Just the words, the rhythm, and the rhymes to make. Showing progress off the chances we take for our hometown. Yeah, yeah, for my hometown. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hotel, you know me so well. I let them hate on me, oh yeah. Yeah, hotel, you know me so well. I let them hate on me, yeah, for my hometown. Yeah, yeah, for my hometown. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hotel, you know me so well. I let them hate on me, oh well. Yeah, hotel, you know me so well. I let them hate on me.